What is going on, everybody? It's the What to Do podcast here. We got kind of the beginning, guys. I think this was episode 2 of my podcast. So we got Ivan. What's going on, dude?
Going on, man? Finally on here again.
Yeah, this is your first video.
Yeah.
Just shout out to shout out to Ivan, dude. And then we got Cole, man. What's going on, man?
I'm excited. I always like doing the podcast, but I feel like this group of us, I don't know, I feel like we have good conversation whenever we get
Yeah, the
together.
trio.
Thankfully our conversations aren't always recorded because I think we'd get in trouble if they were, but it's always a good time hanging out with you guys, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, always fun. Well, one thing I want to get into real quick. Well, actually, Cole, you weather-wise, if Cole drops out at any point, it's because there's a storm coming through, and he'll get knocked out.
Yeah, I should be good for tonight, but yeah, freezing temperatures aren't in yet, so we should be fine, but
Cool.
just in case.
But if he gets dropped out, that's why. It's
Yeah,
not because
it's
we
'cause I'm
got
dead.
him out. He's dead. He died. Yeah, one thing I wanted to start with, and J. Cole album is coming out. Just to let Ivan know kind of what's going on is this is J. Cole's final album. Like, he's going to release this and like kind of go away from music for a while.
Did he actually say that? He's retiring or something?
Yeah, like he's gonna put it up for a while and be like, he wants to be more of like a father. He wants to be in his kids' lives and stuff, not be like constantly like trying to write music, and just kind of wants to be a father and be a husband, and kind of like if something else presents itself later on in his life, he'll do it, but it's just going to be his last project. But the big thing that I haven't told Cole yet, and I don't know if Cole, I don't know if you've seen it, but they're thinking that he's going to be releasing 2 projects. So he's going to be releasing It's a Boy on the 28th
of January.
That's going to be a mixtape because his birthday is January 28th.
Okay.
And I think he released Forest Hills Drive that day, the 28th.
Yeah.
So, this, we could potentially be getting about 30 J. Cole songs in a matter of 2 weeks.
What constitutes mixtape versus album? Is it a number of songs on there?
Mixtape could be like, so like how Lil Wayne used to do his mixtapes, he would get other artists' beats.
Okay.
And that makes it kind of a mixtape.
Okay.
It's not really like an album. There's no concept to it.
It's just a collection of songs.
Yeah, a collection of songs, but it could be like a theme of like, he could pick like one artist like Nas or something and pick all his beats and rap on like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
Most mixtapes aren't long, and there's no like real telling of a story what the mixtape is all about. And it was just kind of really big for you to kind of promote an album that you're probably going to put out in like 6 months or a year from now, like just to get people to be thinking about you a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing a mixtape on top of this final album coming out, so that is really exciting.
Well, I guess the big thing is Jadakiss came out and was like, I guess Fat Joe is still like, I think it is. I think it's Fat Joe and Jadakiss do a podcast together, and they were talking about just J. Cole in general. And Fat Joe's like, he doesn't hit for me anymore because he backed out of the beef. And I get it. Like, I understand why people don't like that he backed out of the beef. I don't either. Like, at first I was like, man, it's a bummer, but he chose more of like, why am I going to go rap about Kendrick Lamar and like degrade him when he's a cool guy to me. Like, I would consider him a friend. So why do this whole, like, he thought it was the dumbest thing he's ever done. So for me, I think it's just being super honest. And I think sometimes it's hard, especially in the rap game, because you have to, when someone comes at you, you got to go at them. But if the two people don't hate each other, I think J. Cole was more hoping like, oh, we're gonna do like bar for bar, like my bar sounded better than yours, like,
Yeah.
But I mean, we kind of saw like with the whole Kendrick and Drake beef, that got bad. Like it wasn't even about the music anymore. It was just about who can degrade someone more. When I can at least say like some past beefs that's happened, you know, like MGK, like MGK put out that
against
the rap,
Eminem.
that Rap Devil thing, and it was like, okay, like he was actually spitting in some of the bars, and it was like, okay, that was good, but I want to hear what M has to say. And
Yeah.
M went out and the headshot like
Buried him.
But
Yeah.
but it wasn't so much like
I hate you type stuff.
Yeah, it was just more like, I don't know why you're talking to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The beef just sounded really different. People wanted blood, and J. Cole was just like, I'm not going to be the one that gives you blood.
Yeah. It is a shame because I think bar for bar, I don't know if anyone, in my opinion, in my limited, bar knowledge, is is better than J.
As
Cole.
a white man in America.
As a white man. No, but as someone who like lyrically, I hear more the music than the lyrics. The flow is really important to me, but bar for bar and like going into double and triple and quadruple entendres and stuff, uh, in my limited knowledge, I would consider J. Cole to be my greatest of all time for that. So it would have been cool to see him going against Kendrick and Drake in a battle and, putting out songs like that. But I understand based off your explanation why he wouldn't have done that though.
Yeah, and you look at the best, and like someone like M, M's up there.
M's up there too for sure.
Nas, Jay-Z had some good wordplay. But the thing with J. Cole is it's more he's trying to tell a story with his song. But there's even that the single that he put out for the Fall Off, the video is just absolutely,
the video is so cool.
So cool, of everything going in reverse.
Yeah.
And that's hard to rap in reverse. But it's just, and me, I'm just a huge fan. And for me, I just want to see two really good projects come out, and I'll be happy to see him go. And people are like, well, don't you want him to be like the best of all time? I'm like, I don't really care. Like in my eyes, he's like my favorite.
Yeah.
It's the same when people say like, oh, M isn't good. I tell them like, well, to you, he might not be, but like
objectively, he is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you can't argue that he's not good just from a pure objective standpoint. I'm really excited for this album and to, watch some YouTubers break it down. That guy you sent me that did the single and just, he was pausing the song every like 3 to 5 seconds to talk about like what it meant. Well, to me though, it's so insightful because I have almost no idea what's going on. Some of the stuff that's like really simple I can pick up, but like where he's talking about something deep that's related to another song or something that happened in his life, I have no idea. So for him to for these YouTubers to break it down and really tell you what's happening lyrically, opens up the music for me in a way that I normally don't get to experience. So I'm excited to spend a few hours just watching people break it down for me.
Yeah, and so like I was saying, Fat Joe was kind of going in on him, and Jadakiss was just kind of like, I'm kind of telling you, I listened to the album, and he's like, it's his best work yet, and he's coming, like he's going hard on these beats and stuff. So, people are gonna believe what they want to believe, but I'm just excited for me.
Yeah,
like it's such a he's been working on this for 10 years, so it'd be exciting to see. So that will be February 6th, but they're saying the mixtape might come out January 28th.
Yeah.
But another thing I wanted to bring up, Ivan, I would say Ivan put me on this. I know Tyler might say he did, but Ivan definitely did. I don't know if you've seen it, Cole, Freerin. Oh, I feel like
you gotta get on this one, dude.
I feel like I feel like you and Micah might really like it because it's a slower paced anime. There's not so much like action all the time, but like when the action is in it, it is a good payoff. Like it's like this is good action, but it's more story driven. If you want to explain it a little bit, Ivan.
Yeah, it's a cool take because most shows usually start off with the main characters going on the journey.
Yeah,
this anime picks up where the journey's already done. Now it's like what happens after the journey.
Oh, so it's not even like a retelling of it. It's their lives after.
It's just this
interesting
party of like a mage and swordsman finished killing the Demon King, and it's just what happens after they kill the Demon King, and the party kind of breaks up. And there's an elf that's a main character, and she's kind of Frieren, the elf. She's
and
she
elves
also
can live to like thousands.
Yeah, she's like 1,000-year-old elf. So she's outlived all these like friends that she's had. And so she kind of has like this out of touch. Like she doesn't really connect with people emotionally. She doesn't see the point in it because she's going to outlive them. She doesn't see the point in living with people that live 60 years when she lives thousands of years. And something happens where she gets emotional about having felt like she wasted time not connecting with people. And so she like redoes the journey that she did with her party before her with this other team.
Yeah, like a new group.
Yeah, but there's a reason why she parties up with these people that you'd have to see, and her kind of re-experiencing what she missed out on with her previous party by not connecting with her team. It's a really good story, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like I feel like since you like Dungeons and Dragons, Cole, like I feel like this is like really catering to that audience too, because it's a lot of like, because sometimes people are like, what's the funnest thing about Dungeons and Dragons? And like, is it the fighting and stuff? It's like, no, it's actually like just the character building and like building the world that you're in. And this does such a good job at like building the world when you want to know every episode, like where are they going to go next and where they go next. And you're just like, oh, this is kind of cool. They stumble upon a character and you're like, oh, I really like this character. And then that character's like, wait, where are they going? And they're like, oh, they got to go on their journey too.
They're going on their own journey. Yeah.
So
and it's kind of, I mean, I know you love Lord of the Rings, Cole. So it has that similar thing where they're on this journey that they're having to go through.
Okay.
So highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
But
it's
also really funny. I think it has like really funny scenes. It has. There's some parts in it where you're like, wow, like that. I can draw parallels to that in my friendships, and I don't know. I just feel like it does storytelling so well without like having to really break down the characters. They just gets to it.
Yeah.
But I'm now highly suggesting that to anybody. It's not, like I said, you're not going to be sitting there like solo leveling and like JJK.
Solo leveling worth it?
I mean,
haven't seen that one.
If you like action, I mean, they're getting down in that one, dude. They're not playing around. JJK, I already heard like their 2 new episodes. They're boxing right away. Like they're just getting into it. So Free Reign is a slower pace, but it's like I mean, I'm listening to the intro and outro every time. Like I'm not skipping it. It's just so good. But
I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah.
Suggestion to all you guys out there: Free Reign. I think the new season is out, right, Ivan?
Yeah, 2nd episode came out today.
Yeah. And I'm gonna wait. I can't.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I just gotta wait till it's completely done, and then just get to it.
Did you guys watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't watch it, Ivan?
No. I feel like I've watched half of it just from the clips I see on Instagram, people roasting it.
Yeah.
I was a believer. I was drinking the Kool-Aid hard, thinking that these guys were about to be a genius. I thought they were the smartest writers of all time. They duped everyone.
I think they just really messed up with the props. Yeah, some people are really crazy with it, and they're like, "Man, like that was the worst show of all time." I don't know. It was really bad at the end.
Yeah.
I would have gave this. If it was good, I would have gave it a 9 out of 10. Like it was, but it was so bad that I almost have to put it at like a 6 or a 5. Like,
well, and it wasn't just the last episode though; it was the whole last season wasn't good.
yeah,
It was just so rushed and just so much of those planning scenes where they're making the plan like 3 times an episode. They were making plans. It was
so this
this
the
is Vecna.
underground.
Yeah,
I hated that.
So
Dude.
obnoxious with it. Yeah, I had a really tough time with it, and I was a total believer based off those
Conformity gate.
These directors need to and writers need to hire these people on the internet because they're writing better stuff. Just looking at the mistakes in your show and putting it into something worthwhile. I think the bigger problem is the budgets are getting way too inflated on these shows because bigger budget most of the time means crappier results. I looked it up,
and it's funny because that's one of the things I saw, Cole, on the clips on Instagram was that they had a better budget, but the CGI looked better on the older seasons.
Yeah. So get this: the first season. I looked this up before the podcast because I wanted to talk about it. The first season's budget was $48 million, which is a substantial amount of money. Comes out to $6 million per episode. Season 5, $480 million. Each episode costs $50 to $60 million, and that's what they put out with it. Like, what are they spending money on?
Yeah.
What's it going
I'm actually
to?
curious where all that money went to.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this is my big thing, and I know me and Ivan have talked about it a lot. Like, you got to listen to the fans.
Yeah.
You have to listen to the fans, and a big one that we'll get to is Star Wars. Like, I feel like Star Wars, if they just sit back and really listen to the fans, and some of the moves that they're making now, it seems like, okay, finally, you guys are listening to the fans. The fans want a Knights of the Old Republic. That's all we want, and we want that to be canon. So make it canon. And they're like, okay, maybe. The past 6 years, they've just been like, yeah, maybe. And it's like, no, just get it done. There's such cool stories that are within those video games and those legend books that just tell those stories.
It's wild to me as you... Oh, go ahead, Cole.
Didn't Kathleen Kennedy, is that the director of it? Didn't she step down finally?
Get her out.
Get her out.
Yeah, that guy.
Get her out of there.
Get her out. Get her out.
You overstayed her welcome, dude.
Yeah.
Too long.
And it's crazy because Lucas, he put her in charge. And I think he truly trusted that she was going to basically put out the product that he thought there was going to be. But I know he's come out and said, like, soon as he signed the papers, he felt weird.
Yeah.
Like selling a lot of Star Wars off. He was just like, oh, like, I should be the happiest guy in the world. I shouldn't have done that. Gosh darn it. But
Dude,
yeah.
There's clips, Cody, of is it Kathleen or Kathy? I forget.
I think it's Kathleen.
Who cares?
Kathleen. Literally clips of her in interviews, Cody, saying that Star Wars doesn't have that much of a background lore to go off of.
She's like, there's not much lore.
There's so many books and video games.
Like, people are just, how did she get hired for this, dude? This is crazy. The creme de la creme of Star Wars, and Cody put me on, actually, is the Old Republic, dude. You really dive into the Old Republic, the creme de la creme is in there, dude. All the stories, all the battles, the fights, the characters, they're all there. Why isn't Disney jumping on this? It blows my mind.
And that video game is where it gets its source material is from
books and
the legend books. And I know they had comics too that were coming out, legend comics, but they also have books. So it just, Lucas has came out and said several times, like, he wrote episodes 7, 8, and 9. Like, he wrote it. He had everything ready, and Kathleen basically just said, I think we're going to go in a different direction.
I thought you were saying he wrote the movies that they made. He wrote good movies, and they made the slop that they put out. That's crazy.
So he wrote them, and when he wrote them before he signed the contract, and when he signed the contract, he was like, hey, here's my ideas for 7, 8, and 9, because they said that he was still going to be involved.
Yeah.
somehow. But they did not take his advice, and he was just like, there's source material, guys. Like, I followed it off of the source material.
Yeah. The arrogance.
Like Kylo Ren was going to be like never wondering if he was going to be good. That like never.
Right.
Like he was just going to be bad.
Yeah.
And then there was another version where he was like, he would have turned in the end and Rey would have been bad. But he was like, it just depends what people wanted. And, I would have listened to several different people pick my script apart or the story. But once again, like, if fans are putting out these better theories or these books that they're holding in their hand and they're like, Lucas wrote this, like, this is really good. And they're like, yeah, so we're going to have this Acolyte series. It's horrible. It didn't follow anything. Obi-Wan Kenobi could have been one of the best shows to come out of Disney.
And for how bad it was, there's a couple scenes in that show that I'm like, it's there. The potential, like some of those scenes are solid.
That's what I say. Get me in the room, dude. I know I can't write or anything, but I'm definitely going to
tell you when something's stupid.
Yeah, and that idea is stupid.
You got to change this.
Yeah. So I feel like it's going to be the best thing for Star Wars, but I'm not I'm still like, yeah, they're like, oh, the Knights of the Old Republic game's going to come out, a new one. And I was like, yeah, we'll see when we see.
We'll see. Like, we'll see how far they get into it.
Yeah. All the way halfway through. I don't want to do it. Yeah. We're thinking about doing, because their best, I don't know how you feel, Cole, but I think their best movie was the Rebel one.
Yes,
I'm trying to think. Rogue One.
Rogue One. Yeah, I think that was the only good movie that they've made since the sequel or the prequels.
Because it's grounded.
Yeah,
it's real grounded, and that scene of Darth Vader.
Oh, that was one of the best. I would say that's the best Darth Vader scene.
Cinema.
Yeah,
like it's so good.
But the entire movie itself is good.
Yeah, it shows you how scary Darth Vader would have been. And off of that idea right there, I would have went in there and said, okay, we just showed how scary Darth Vader would have been to the average person. Let's have a show where he's hunting Jedis down, the last bit of Jedis that got away, and have him each 2 or 3 episodes fighting a Jedi and going after them, and him struggling with still like being good, but that evil side takes over, and you see how bad he gets at the end of the show.
Yeah.
And you get to a point where he is seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi again for another time. And that's how you end the Darth Vader show. But for me, it's like, how easy is that? But no, they got to like, oh, well, and that's the budgets and this and that. And I'm like, oh, that would have been perfect, man.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian, I feel like they just started to tank that thing. The idea, the concept was really cool, but you just started to like, what are toy sales? Like, they're like, what? We just need to sell toys. We need to sell merchandise, little baby Grogu's wherever we can. That's all it is.
Oh, that's what's so obnoxious about it. Because if these executives would just recognize who their audience is and get their heads out of their butts and put together a good, high quality show, the toy sales and merchandise would follow. But instead they focus on that first, and then they scrap together a show second or a movie second. And it just, it definitely shows that their goal is to sell Grogu toys and not to make an interesting character out of Grogu.
I think that's one of the things with Disney too is, and not to get political, but I feel like they do prioritize, like their top priority is making sure they're putting something out that meets a certain
criteria politically.
That politically, they're gonna give that, instead of putting the lore, the story, and then being like, all right, where can we want to kind of modernize it? Where can we put little things that show that we're moving with the times or something? I wouldn't be so against that. But when I watch something, I can tell you're trying to, your mind's over here and not on the lore and the story.
Yeah,
it's trash to me. It doesn't. I'm not buying into the story now.
They don't know who their audience is. The audience for Star Wars doesn't care about any of that. They just want Star Wars. They want to see good lightsaber fights that are well choreographed. They want to see the politics of it. They want to see space travel. You know, they want to see what makes Star Wars Star Wars. All these characters and light versus dark and good versus evil. That's what we want. And instead we're getting, like you said, just all this crap put into it and fattening it up for no reason. And it's very frustrating because it really feels like it would be so easy to make a good Star Wars movie or show. And they just are incapable of doing it because they can't get the executives out of there and get some good creative people who love the material in there.
Yeah. Because that Andor show, I hear it's
I've
really
heard that
good.
one's fantastic.
I hear it's really good and it's very grounded. I know the one thing that is a bright future is Maul. They're doing a Maul series.
With
And
it's not live action. It's like,
and it looks good. It looks dark. It looks like
it's Clone Wars style, isn't it? It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
That one should be good. And start listening to what really works. I would love to see a show based on a Sith Lord, like before he is in touch with another Sith, or not the rule of two. Like there's several Sith.
And I make it a Sith Lord. Don't make it a Sith Lord that you can relate to and you understand why they're evil.
We've already had that.
I don't need it.
Had that.
And
we already had that.
Yeah,
it was Darth Vader.
We don't need it anymore. Give us something good.
I want a nihilist, and I want him to be bad.
Yeah,
like, I want him to be so bad, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you watched the Penguin show, Cole.
No, I haven't. I heard it was very good though.
It was Premiere, so good, dude.
You gotta
so
watch
good.
It. So
okay,
good.
I'm a big Batman guy, so I need to.
It paints a perfect picture of how you should do a bad guy.
Yeah,
because halfway through the show, you're like, okay, like I'm kind of liking Cobblepot. Like I'm kind of like, and then he does something. You're like, holy crap, he's horrible. He's so bad. And then at the end of the show, you're like, happy endings do come true, you know, for bad guys. And then, no, dude, he's evil.
Yeah,
he's evil. And at the end of the show, you're like, okay, I can't wait for Batman to put his hands on him because he's so evil. And he's, the way he manipulates, and he's just, you want to root for him, but at the same time, it's up there with, in my opinion, like Breaking Bad. Like you're rooting for Walter White, but at the same time, you're like, no, this guy is trash, dude. And the way that he's handling things, I would say this goes even a step further, because Penguin is just, he's absolutely, there's no good people in that show. There's one good guy, but there is no good guys. Like there's absolutely none. They're all evil in their own way. And that's how you do a good bad guy show.
Yeah.
Make me not kind of like him a little bit, and then go, okay, I remember I'm watching a villain show. This is not about some guy that, well, he can, all good people can be bad at some point, and he can save the city. He could save the city too. You know, no, he's going to destroy the city if he can. But yeah, I think Star Wars has a good future without her, for sure. But they just need to keep sticking to the simple concept. Maul is a simple concept. After Clone Wars, he's in the shadows. He's hiding from everybody, but he has, you know, the Empire, or the Republic coming after him. He has Sidious kind of coming after him. Like everyone's teaming up to get Maul. So it's like, it don't really matter who's he's going up to. Like he's a enemy of the state, basically, or the planets. So it just, make it good.
Yeah.
It's a simple concept. Don't try to muddy it up with, how can we politically be right in this, or how can we get this crowd? No, just stick to the Star Wars crowd.
Yeah. Speaking of trying to get new crowds, did you see what Star Trek has done with their?
No, but man, I'm out of Star Trek.
I mean, I've never been a Star Trek fan, but they made a new show that is just, it breaks like every rule that Star Trek has built. Like in the is it the Klingon? They're like that's the race where all they do is war and kill, and it's not like they have a choice in it. That's just who they are as a race of people.
Yeah.
And like in the new in the new show, there's a Klingon that wants to be like a teacher, or it's just like, what are we doing?
I want to be a janitor. And you're like, what?
They're trying to appeal to a young audience, and so that's not who your audience is. If you don't have the original Star Trek audience anymore, or Star Trek audiences who have grown up liking it, you're not going to make a new one, because then you're just going to make everyone else mad. It's time to either just continue with the original formula, or it's time to stop the show entirely and try something new.
When I feel like that was a very big IP, and now it's not. It's just not a big IP.
Yeah, it used to compete with Star Wars, and now it's in the shadows, or it's made everyone upset.
Yeah, when you don't cater to the fans that got it there.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Another one that I'm kind of afraid of, that's probably going to do it, but I guess I'm not really afraid of. I guess I just know it's going to happen. In this show, or this series of movies, has done a really good job at sticking to the source, is Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It sounds like Harry Potter is going to really diverge now.
Well, there's a couple things that allude itself to that. One, they made Snape black for whatever reason, when in the books,
get it.
In the books, he's described as sallow skinned,
pale
sallow skin with greasy hair.
And that's what the book says.
Yeah, of all the characters, of all the characters to race change, that one I think makes the least amount of sense.
Yeah.
And then I've heard rumors. This isn't confirmed or anything, because they haven't announced who's playing Voldemort.
You heard it all right now, guys.
Yeah, the breaking news. That they were auditioning women as well as men to play Voldemort. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Especially like the author is still alive too. It's not like this is a super old IP that needs to be remade. The movies are less than 20 years old.
Even, refer to her anymore.
It's so bad. It makes me so mad.
Well, they should have learned from the Fantastical Beast or whatever that
people don't want that.
People don't want it.
Yeah.
So, and I think Harry Potter is good the way it is. Like, why do we need to redo it? I don't understand.
I mean, I think it's a cool idea. It's too early, for one. The movies are still, they haven't aged poorly in any way. Maybe the first couple, the CGI is a little weak now, but the more recent movies are still fantastic. So it doesn't make sense from a timing standpoint. But if they were ever going to remake it, I think it would be cool, because you get to dive into some more details and really show stuff that the books didn't include, or the movies didn't include from the books. But I think my biggest issue with it is it's too soon, and the random race swapping of Snape and potential gender swap of Voldemort, the most evil character of all time.
For me too, I think a big thing that I try to tell people about, okay, we want to change these characters to make people feel like they're more included. Just create a character.
Yeah. I'd be totally fine with that.
Imagine if white people were petitioning for Black Panther to be white.
Yeah.
Like, it would be so stupid. I would not be with it. I'd be like, that's dumb. He's from Africa.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's supposed to be. So
didn't Mortal Kombat do that? With like the movies, they invented a new new character.
Yeah.
And it didn't go too bad. I feel like I heard people say
it worked.
They didn't mind them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best character, but it worked.
It sounds like he's not going to be like, for the second one, he's not going to be a big character, but they're going more with the Johnny Cage. But I don't know, man. Just it's create a new character, see how it goes, and if people don't like that character, then I don't know, get back to the drawing board. Like,
or if you are going to race swap someone, don't do it to a character who's described in a certain way.
In the source material.
If the book is ambiguous on kind of what they look like, and it just so happened that a white actor played him in the first movie, but the book never like explicitly says this is a white guy or whatever, people may not like it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
When it explicitly says sallow skin, yellowish pale skin and greasy hair, like, what are we doing? It's so just obnoxious and weird. I'm also worried about the scene where James Potter is like bullying Snape and they're like hanging him upside down in a tree. Like, are they are they still going to include that? Because that scene looks a little bit different if they're going after a black Snape and hanging him upside down and
yeah, no, they're not going to do that.
I don't think they're going to have to. They're not going to do that.
And once again, you're divulging from the source material because you change something that is pivotal.
Yeah.
His race is pivotal. And because it was written down as him being pale skin and white.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
But also,
create a new character.
That will change the scene with James, because now he's not just a bully who's a stupid kid. Now he's a racist. So now he's
there you go.
Now he's an irredeemable character in most people's eyes.
Hey, Loki, I might watch that though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I wanted to do some random questions for you guys. They're like different scenarios. Just kind of random questions here. All right. What is one thing that you hate that people do in public? One thing. And I can give mine first so you guys can kind of think. I hate when I go into like a convenience store, like a grocery store, and someone is on their phone.
I was going to say on speakerphone,
just walking around and even they're at the cash register too, like with their phone. It's like, dude, put your phone down and just pay for your 2 little drinks there and get out of there. And I hate to say it, they're usually speaking some different language. They're loud. The speaker is just blaring, just destroying my ears. Everyone hears the conversation. But yeah, that's my one.
I hate when I see people filming like TikToks in public.
I'm right there with
dude.
It
fills me with rage and cringe.
Yeah.
It's a painful level of cringe where, I feel like my spine is compacting in on itself.
What's going on, guys?
One that hasn't happened too often, but I've gone like when you go to a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven or something, and people are buying their groceries there. It burns my biscuits, dude. I've gone stuck behind someone getting like 2 gallons of milk, bread, and like a bunch of stuff. I'm like, dude, just get a soda and chips and leave, dude. Like,
go to Walmart, like go to Target. What's going on? They're like, no, I need to get these. They're like buying like
they're just buying like 50 things. I'm like,
dry cleaner stuff.
Buying 50 things at a 7-Eleven. That's crazy.
Like I get my deodorant at the 7-Eleven. It's the best. Like, what?
I had to buy tissues from a 7-Eleven the other day. Ivan, would you have been upset?
Oh, I would have been furious, dude.
Is it the quantity? Like they're buying a lot?
It's the quantity, yeah. Not so much what they're buying, but you're buying 50 things at a 7-Eleven, dude. Go to a store.
Is it because they're like gumming up the line and it's taking a long time, or is it just the principle of it?
At least the 7-Elevens I would go to, there's only like one person working there. So now people are just trying to get in there, pay for their gas or pay for a quick snack and leave. And now we're stuck here 15 minutes.
Especially people that are trying to pay for gas. They're probably sitting there going,
yeah,
gosh, guys, what are we doing here? Guys, like, you guys got laundry detergent in the back or? All right, here's another one. So this one would be, would you survive longer in these worlds? So being a demon slayer, in their demon slayer core or corp or whatever. So you're just a normal dude. You're like, you don't got a cool kimono on. You're just a regular dude. Or a scout.
Oh gosh.
In AOT.
At least Attack on Titan, you get some training. so I would have to guess that one.
Well, you get some training. You get some training in Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, you do, but I'm still just I don't have like Hashira powers. I just have a sword. You're done.
I mean, I probably would rather fight a demon my size than a freaking 15-story tall giant, though.
That's a munchin, dude.
That's just one.
Dude, so many. Their success rate was horrible, dude.
It was.
The scouts are just getting like the trees, like when they're heading towards the trees.
Yeah,
dude, they lost so many people.
Well, and could you imagine training for years? Then like you finally go outside the walls, and that one giant just tosses that rock, just chucks it.
Oh, the beast you and your whole
team out. You didn't even get to see that.
I'm finally outside. Nope.
Yeah, big old rockets.
Or like if you think about it, you go outside and then there's other people that have guns. Like the other people that they were fighting like had like guns and stuff would be like, wait, where's our guns? We just got these hydraulic things. This sucks.
Well, that's like I'd be curious with Cole, and just because I know how much you like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
and maybe it's not a fun comparison, but would you rather be in Star Wars or in Lord of the Rings if you could live in the actual world?
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
You'd rather be in Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah.
Well, like living in it, you'd be living in basically medieval times. So you're pooping on a stone toilet outside in the winter. So from a
already does that.
A living standpoint,
filth, dude.
I'd probably prefer living in Star Wars just because of the amenities and AC and stuff like that. But I mean, Lord of the Rings and every other aspect.
Dude, how funny would it be if you pick Star Wars? If you pick Star Wars and you're a slave.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't get to like. I like to think when you think of these scenarios, like you don't get to pick what you're gonna be. Like you just spawn, and all of a sudden you're on some planet. And you're like, wait, what planet is this? Oh, it's the hot planet. You're like, dang it!
Oh man,
shoveling lava and stuff. That sucks. You're just watching Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin fighting off in the distance. You're like, my life means nothing.
You're Jabba the Hutt sex slave. I spawn in the Princess Leia's slave outfit.
Just watching people get killed every day.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I feel
the other side of that. Then you're a peasant in Lord of the Rings, getting killed by Uruk-hai coming through.
It just depends where you live. Did they have in the Shire, dude?
Did they have slaves in Lord of the Rings?
No.
Any of the people there?
No, I mean the Uruk-hai and orcs are kind of slaves just because they're bred for.
Yeah, they really are
the one purpose. They don't really have a free will, but.
Dude, I was watching a video of a breakdown of Lord of the Rings.
And
I felt like this chick was breaking it down really good.
Is it Jess of the Shire?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a
no.
a YouTuber that I found that she does a ton of Lord of the Rings videos. And they're really cool.
I don't think that was her name, but she had a whiteboard and she was like explaining everything on the whiteboard. I didn't realize that. What do you call it? The white hair dude.
Sauron or Gandalf?
He's like a tier below, he's like a tier below, not a god, but they're like semi-gods, and then there's
Gandalf too.
Demigods.
Yeah,
Gandalf the White.
But Gandalf
but there's like a tier above them too, because there's people that like they were sent there by these people or something.
Yeah,
and those are the ones that are like purebred versions of their. It was just it was crazy. I didn't realize the lore behind that was like.
There's a ton of lore in the book. So like Gandalf isn't a human. He's like it's almost like a angel.
Kind of like an entity.
The best way to think about it. He's like an angelic being. So he's blessed with these powers, obviously, but he also has like an unnaturally long life.
That's why he doesn't technically die. He dies, but he gets sent back.
Yeah, he's reincarnated as Gandalf the White.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's super cool. Aragorn too, though, he's a human, but he's not like a normal human. So like in the books, Aragorn's like 80 years old. He's super old, but he's still, looks young and is able to, perform just because the bloodline he comes from gives him an unnaturally long human life.
The what's the it's called the Silmarillion? What is it called?
Yeah, the Silmarillion. I haven't read it yet. I need to.
It's a legit book, just about lore.
Yeah.
And setting world building.
That's
I
dope.
truly do believe that Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy ever created.
I agree.
Movie wise, I feel like yes, you can pick apart some things in the film for sure, but
I don't know, man. Hunger Games was solid.
The first two were solid. The rest were bad.
Any of them.
Dude, the second one's pretty good. I like the second one.
They're good teenage movies. No, I totally agree though with Lord of the Rings being greatest trilogy of all time.
It's funny because my sister's watching it right now, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin got my sister starting it, and she's telling me about like the first movie and stuff, and she's reminding me of, because again, I haven't seen them since I was like a kid.
Dude.
And I forget how much, like, is it Pippin? What are the two twin
Pippin?
Is Pippin and what else?
Mary and Pippin.
Yeah. How much they like annoy Gandalf.
Yeah.
Just they like bust his balls almost. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, I do need to rewatch them.
Dude, they're so good. And those movies, aside from like a couple small details in CGI in like the first movie, they still look phenomenal for the most part. They have aged so well. And to me it's so cool because like when those movies first came out, the CGI they were using, it was like the first time they had ever used these engines to like create some of these war scenes and everything. So they just worked with what they had and they came out with something that's still 26 years later.
It's timeless.
Phenomenal.
It's timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bell Rock, like how it looks, like it still holds up.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. It's frightening. I still to this day, like when Gandalf like falls, like it's such a heart-wrenching scene of like Frodo really feeling like that was my hope. Like he was going to get me across all this land. It wasn't going to be all these other people. It was going to be, that's the one guy I trust.
Yeah.
And Aragorn for sure. Like he really did. But I think when he realized like the ring, I think that's the one thing I will say, like book wise with Lord of the Rings. Cause I believe I need to start the Two Towers. I finished the Fellowship. What's really cool about the ring in the books is it's very powerful in the books.
Yeah.
Like and I guess it's really hard to show that in the show or the movie because it's just hard it's such a mind battle with that ring pulling him into darkness. And I think they do a better job in Two Towers towards the end. I don't know if you agree with that, Cole, but I feel like they do a good job at showing the ring starting to take hold of Frodo a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can start even seeing like bruising on his neck, which, it's not a heavy thing from a physical standpoint, but it's the weight of that on him
power
is, it's actually weighing him down in a physical sense after he's been wearing it for so long. It's difficult to show a object as having a character, which in the books, like the ring has a bit of
its own character.
It has a will that, it's
Isn't
not,
it always trying to get back to its owner? It's like
it's always trying to
to
figure
get back
out
to-
how to get back. So
the
ring has
whatever
a will.
host it's basically part of or whatever it's slowly trying to bring it closer and closer to Saruman.
Yeah.
But I think that those movies just tell such the good story of these guys going across and doing a journey, and I just love it. I think it's one of the best. I would say I would fight people for it. It is the best trilogy by far.
Yeah.
And they never made anything that goes like past Return of the King, right?
No, not past it. They just did the Rings of Power.
Like, Lord of the Rings ends at that right there.
Yeah.
There's no lore past it.
I believe there is lore after.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of it is like I don't know what Tolkien wrote after Lord of the Rings. Um, but Silmarillion is all the stuff before and like um
World building.
yeah, world building, and it goes into like Shelob, the spider, the big spider creature in the third movie. Uh the Silmarillion talks about like her mother Ungoliant, which is like this giant world-sized spider that's its constant need to feed and devour is what ends up being its her downfall because she ends up eating herself. It goes into stuff like that, and it's just so cool because like even like Sauron, the big bad in the entire trilogy, he's not like the most powerful that there's ever been. There's the people that made Sauron and everything. That's what the Silmarillion talks about. I would love to see them make. Actually, I wouldn't love to see them make a movie about it because it would be horrible nowadays. It would be all CGI. They
Yeah.
wouldn't
They
put
would have to
any
throw some
passion into
political
it.
stuff in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what like I feel like not having CGI readily available is what made the original movies so good because so much passion had to go into it. There was 2 guys on set. Their entire job for all 3 movies was making handmade chainmail, where they took individual rings and looped them together all day to make armor. That's all they did on the entire movie. You don't even see the chainmail. It's underneath clothes, but they
Yeah.
were
I
still
mean,
wearing real chainmail.
all the landscapes too, like they
Yeah.
filmed it in actual areas.
Yeah.
Like Hounds Deep is basically an actual place you can walk up to.
Yeah.
They definitely made sets for it, but it wasn't in a studio built place. It was all on site. They spent how long were they there for? Cole was like
Well,
a year and a half.
they filmed all the movies back to back to back, which is
Yes.
that's another thing that's really cool is that, most of the time you film a movie, if it's successful, you go and film the second one, it releases 3 or 4 years later. Where this one, they released 2000, 2001, 2002. So just back to
I
back
love
to
that, dude.
it's so cool. So,
Oh, man.
There's
yeah,
no age gap. There's
no age
no
gaps or anything. It was
That's what
so
has me
perfectly
so
done.
it's got me tight right now, Cody, Batman.
yeah.
A sequel 5 years
I
later is
know. It
ridiculous,
makes
dude.
me
I
so
can't.
mad.
Oh,
I
disgust.
mean, to
Is
talk
he
about that a little bit, how do you feel about Sebastian Stan being confirmed as Two-Face now?
well,
I
real
didn't see the
quick,
confirmation.
Ivan,
But
is Batman
It's confirmed.
is Batman supposed to be older in the sequel, and that's why they did this, or is it just
no,
they're picking up
I
where
don't
they
think
left
so. I
off?
think it's
Yeah, that's annoying
my
then.
understanding is it's gonna pick up not much long after the first one.
Okay.
No, it picks up right after Penguin,
Mhm.
I guess. So when you watch Penguin, you'll understand like, okay, it's going to pick up right after that.
Wait, didn't Penguin end before the first one?
No,
Or it carried damn, I'll have to go
the
back.
flood, remember the flood is all in it, like because what
Yeah.
happened in Gotham.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So it's
Mhm.
like I think it's like weeks after the flood, and
Got it.
then or when the dam opened up, and
Mhm.
then the end of Penguin 2 is where Batman 2
I
is
sent
going
you
to
that
start
thing
off.
too where Brad Pitt, man. Hey, Brad Pitt gets in there.
Yeah,
Whew.
they're talking
That's my
Brad Pitt
boy
too.
right there, dude.
Who
That'll
are
be
they having
I'll
him
be so
as?
stoked.
They don't know. So like right now, Scarlett Johansson is confirmed to be in the movie. Sebastian Stan is confirmed to be Two-Face.
Do you think ScarJo's going to be Poison Ivy? That'd be sick.
I don't think so. The one that I really want is Phasma. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. It's like the Phantom of the Phasma or something like that. That one, I feel like she would fit that character perfectly. But they're also saying she might be the Valentine killer, which is Harvey Dent's wife. That is like I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, she might be the Valentine killer.
I heard they're going to make it a musical like Joker too.
No,
Dude, I'd be so mad.
I would be so mad. I'd go to the theater. Ivan, you and me would go to the theaters and have signs out front. I'd be like, "Don't go in,
like you're protesting ICE."
Yeah, I'd be, "Don't go in."
We should have done that with that Killer of the Moonflower movie.
Oh, that was horrible.
Man. I never saw it. Was it? It was rough.
Snoozer, dude.
Stay away, dude. Oh,
me and Ivan were done probably like 15 minutes into the movie.
Oh no.
Maybe a little longer, maybe like a half an hour.
By the half hour mark, I was like, all right, this movie, if I don't get the climax here soon, I'm walking away.
Like, something. Give us something. It was a snooze fest.
That's a bummer.
But we just kept sitting there, and I almost looked at Ivan at one point. I was gonna go, "Yo, let's just go, man." But I didn't, and I regret it.
If you would have said it, I would have got up and walked out with you.
And you would have. And while we're walking on the parking lot, Ivan's almost mad at me because I said that. And he was like, "Dude, you should have just got up." And I was like, "I know, I'm sorry."
Oh my God.
Well, because it was going to get better.
You drove down from Santee, so I wasn't going to be like, "Cody, let's leave." Like, you drove down, we're going to watch the whole movie. But if you would have said, "Ivan, let's get out of here," I would have walked right out, dude. I was heated. It just had a star-studded cast.
Yeah,
it
looked like it would be incredible.
Scorsese too.
Yeah,
I just thought it was going to be great. No, and some people might out there be like, "Man, that was such a good movie." I'd say I don't want to watch any movie you watch, for sure. All right. Oh, okay. So Demon Slayer or AOT?
I'd rather do Attack on Titan.
I'm gonna do Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see you in one of those
kimonos.
no, it's an Attack on Titan.
Oh, it's. I forgot what those are called.
Oh, that'd be great.
Flying around, just plow into a building.
The G-force is just knocking me out already.
How'd you do it cool?
All right, here's the next one. Would you rather be a mutant in X-Men universe or a bender in the Last Airbender world? But here's the caveats.
I got my answer already.
In X-Men, you can't pick your mutant power. You're just gonna be a mutant. You could be the worst mutant. And then the Last Airbender, it's also, you can't pick your bending, but it's during the time of the Last Airbender, so you could be. It's pretty bad. Like the Fire Nation's wreaking havoc. So, what world would you rather be in?
Airbender right away, dude.
Oh man,
easy one for me.
See, I feel like Ivan is thinking Avatar's a better property, so I'm going to Avatar. But like Cody just said, the Fire Nation is wreaking havoc. You're gonna be that cabbages guy.
Dude, you also can't. You're also not supposed to be bending. Like, you're not supposed to be like going against them at all. Like, and if you do, you get tore up. And if you get water, I just feel like water is trash.
No, what's like the worst?
You could be an X-Men and be like the dumbest mutant, dude.
But you're still living life.
I shoot jelly out of my hands.
I got webbed hands, like the dumbest.
I got webbed hands. Your mutant powers, you have a birth defect.
I'm saying actual mutant, dude. Like you have like 3 eyes or 4 eyes or something. Ivan's like,
dude, I'll take my chances with airbending, dude.
Ivan's like, I'd have 1 leg and 2 arms. Oh, that'd be terrible. Not even a mutant. Oh, only 9 toes.
Oh my gosh.
I think I would want to be a mutant and I'll take some weird power. But I might get a really
good one, yeah.
But you might, with the airbend or like the bending, you might be on the fire side, and that'd be pretty legit.
You don't know what clan you're gonna land in. I'll take either clan.
You'd be in the Fire Nation.
Just killing people. Ivan's just like, well, that's just what needs to happen. Yeah. Cole, what were you? X-Men or
yeah, I'm doing X-Men. Because I want to live in the AC and have a normal.
Cole's worried about
I need some amenities, dude.
But he lives in Texas.
Yeah, I have AC in Texas. It's 25 degrees outside right now. I'm toasty warm.
Cole just has to crack a window right now.
Can you imagine if you get Avatar and you end up either Fire Nation or Water Nation, and you're living in either lava land or in the Arctic? It's gonna be miserable.
Come on down to lava land.
There's lava.
Lava land.
Okay, I looked up some of the dumbest X-Men powers. Bailey Hoskins, whose sole ability is producing self-destructive, explosive, gold-colored balls. While he can explode, he cannot regenerate, making his power effectively a one-time suicide mechanism. And then other contenders, Jenny Mahoney, who can only make people feel mildly uncomfortable.
Dude, sick, dude.
And Jazz, whose power is being blue.
Yeah, you might get one of those. Or you could get laser beams out of your eye,
but they're uncontrollable.
Cyclops is
if you
pretty
ever
bad.
take off your sunglasses, you just
Dude, there's a student of the X-Men named Eye Boy. A boy with a lot of eyes, with 57 eyes scattered across his body, has the ability to see at a microscopic level, utilize X-ray vision.
That's pretty cool.
X-ray vision's cool.
Yeah, but imagine having eyes all over down your legs and arms.
Yeah.
What's that guy from Naruto? Freaking
that snake
just stealing shotgun guns from people.
Dude, what is his name?
Donzo.
Yeah, screw that guy. All right.
Man,
I'm X-Men too. But that's funny. Yours is just like, yeah, I need to know if there's AC. What's going on with AC? Okay, WWE. Would you be a heel or a babyface?
Oh, Cole's bricked up right He's been itching to talk about WWE.
I'm still new to WWE. I feel like you guys have the I never watched the Attitude Era or anything like that.
Oh man.
I wish my dad was never into it. So, even as a kid, if I would turn it on, he would come in and be like, "What are you watching?" and hit me. No, I'm just but he would, we would
That's
just watch
kind of how
other
my
stuff.
dad was. My dad would be like, "Cody, don't watch this.
This is fake.
Is trash."
Yeah. But
But
then
I would still
be
secretly watch it.
then I would watch
want to be a heel
Repo
for sure,
911. I don't think I have the potential to be a heel.
I think you do, Cole.
Do you?
I think
No,
I can see you as a heel,
I don't
dude.
think I have heel energy amongst me.
I think he could be a babyface. I feel like that's where you'd be good.
I think I would do babyface with a turn, at the end of my
like a John Cena.
Yeah. Not that deep into it though. I'm talking a few years as babyface and then a turn, and then go evil for a bit.
Cody would be the Cody would be
I want to be a diva. No, I think, to be honest, I feel like Ivan would be a heel, and I would just want to be like his sidekick heel on the side. Just
no, dude. Cody would be the next rated R superstar, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be coming out in a thong and everything, dude. You'd be like Rikishi, but with a little bit of edge in
no, no. Who's that dude that was humping people? That was disrespectful. I'd be so mad. Do you remember him? I forgot what his name was. He was a big black dude that was straight. His finisher was humping dudes. I was like, dude, come on. I'd be so mad.
You said big black dude. I thought about that video I sent you of that guy running down to the ring.
Oh, that falls. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
He falls and slides underneath.
Yeah. He gets eliminated right away too.
Oh man.
It's crazy to see Triple H and them behind the scenes, them all right, now he needs to go make sure like we hit the lights now. Like all that stuff behind the scenes is probably pretty crazy, but yeah, I'd feel like I would want to be kind of like maybe more like a Shawn Michaels, like at one point probably was a heel, but is kind of just more there for like, I could turn at any moment. I could be a good guy. It just depends on what I'm doing.
If I were to be a babyface, I don't want to be like a Stone Cold. Like he was a babyface at one point, but he still could do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to get tied down to, I got to make sure I keep my, I just feel like heels, you can do whatever you want. That's the whole point. Like you're not looking for the crowds.
Yeah, the Triple H, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
was Triple H ever a
Backlash? Yeah, he was a heel.
No, you know,
was he ever a babyface?
Who?
Was Triple H ever a babyface, or was he always a heel?
I think he tried to be, but I think
when
he was Henry Holmes or like Hunter or something, he was a heel.
When they were in Degeneration, man, just everywhere.
I love it, dude.
I feel like Cole, because Cole gets really into character. I feel like Cole would probably be, if he were to be a babyface, he'd be like a Undertaker or Kane. Like he'd want to have a whole getup.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be Cole.
You wouldn't be like Randy Orton.
No,
you wouldn't want to just come out.
I would be a full-on character.
Yeah.
A Speedo, knee pads, and boots.
My superpowers. Okay, that's the thing too. If I'm picking my ring gear, who's picking the Speedos? Is that their choice that they make, or is it like they drew the short straw? Some CM Punk looks ridiculous out there.
Yeah,
wearing a Speedo.
I don't know why he didn't wear like the pants.
It's so silly. I do not understand why that's still a thing in WWE.
Yeah, I feel like they would just there's certain people that they probably don't have a choice, and it's just like go out there and you can't do what you want.
Yeah,
like, you just can't do it. Like John Cena, I think at one point he was wearing those, but then he started to build this like personality, and people are like, okay, you can go out there with your shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
But
did you know that was like that wasn't like really planned, doing the white gangster type thing?
Yeah. That was kind of like a last minute thing.
Well, like Stephanie McMahon heard him freestyle rapping like on the bus and asked like, do you want to do that like out on the show? And she let him try it, and it worked, and he just rolled with it, just went into it. But he was on the verge of getting fired pretty shortly before that.
He did like a Colby Covington, but it worked out for him.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Why is Colby still talking like that when he hasn't won a fight in however long, and when the last performance he had was
I gotta say though, I did like him and Rockhold teaming up on Bo Nickal.
That was hilarious.
I love his mouth, dude. I can't stand both of them, like Colby Covington or Rockhold, but I totally agree with them. Like, dude, just shut up.
Dude, Bo Nickal, you're too young in the game to try to even, like, guys, just shut your mouth, dude.
Well, we can get right into that too. We can kind of finish off with that is UFC stuff. We got a big fight card this weekend. Ivan's gonna pull up some of the fights, and we'll kind of go fight by fight. Which ones look good, and which ones we're most excited for.
Should we start in the bottom then? How far back we're going? Prelims, early prelims, or just do the main card?
Shoot.
We can go early and just see who's on there.
Yeah.
There may be some people we know.
I mean, Michael Johnson versus
unfortunate.
Who the hell is Ty Miller?
Unfortunate last name for Adam.
That's wild.
That is. Can you imagine elementary school when they're taking roll call?
The teacher just says Adam.
Yeah,
Adam F.
Like a substitute's in there and thinks they're getting pranked. That is crazy,
dude. He's. I hope he makes it, man. I hope he wins.
It has to be Fujit, right? It has to be
Fujit.
It has to. That has to be the pronunciation.
Fudge it. That's so bad. Yeah, I'm hoping he goes all the way, dude. Hopefully he becomes a champ one day and people are having a hard time with his last name. Even the next guy, like Josh, like what? Yeah, I don't really. I know Michael Johnson and Henderson.
Denzel Freeman
Hernandez,
is Denzel Freeman is a unit. That guy looks huge.
Oh man. Yeah, Michael Johnson, I feel like he's kind of like he's been in the game for so long. And he's fighting Khabib.
Oh man, that is a long time.
He's fighting like Khabib on Khabib's come up.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the first fights where Khabib was wrestling. He's just talking the whole time.
I would go Michael on this one. I still think Michael could take Alexander.
You don't think he's aging out?
I think he'll have that old man strain, dude. I feel like he'll come out with the win on this one.
So how does this work with Paramount? Is it extra money through Paramount now? Like, is a subscription?
You pay you pay Paramount price, and then every month, and then you pay a one-time fee of like $50-something. I think that's what it is.
I read it was just like the $60 a year for the Paramount.
I got to get set up.
So. Yeah. You just got to get the Paramount deal, like the UFC one, and I think it's like $60 for the year.
I'm so
and you
excited
can get all your fights.
That.
It's definitely going to change the pay-per-view game for sure.
Yeah.
What the hell is this guy's hair doing back here? That's wild.
Alex Perez, I think I know him a little bit. The lighter guys, man, it's so hard.
I know.
It's just they're not interesting right now. I don't really know too many of these guys.
Yeah. Isn't this is this the guy? No, the guy I sent you guys was Brazilian. Never mind.
Oh, the guy who passed
in the dress.
Out?
No, the guy in the dress.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is he gay or was he just doing some?
I thought that he was a straight dude. I don't know. I couldn't tell you anymore after that. Maybe he is. I have no idea.
Video. Who do you got with Umar versus Davison?
I got Umar.
Yeah. Do you see Davison missed weight?
Dude, he does all the time.
Yeah. 2.5. He looked drained on the scales too. He looked.
Yeah, I hope Umar gets him.
I'm starting to think this card is cursed, dude. With the stuff
that's
going on before
out.
I'm scared for Gaethje at this point.
Yeah. Kayla hurting her neck.
I heard this Silva guy is supposed to be really good.
That's the guy who barks all the time. He beat Bryce Mitchell pretty handedly.
Yeah,
and he's
I know Allen's pretty good, but I don't know how their stand-up game is.
Is that like a lock that he has tattooed on it? What is this?
It looks like a lock.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Arnold Allen takes this one. But did you see that video of John Silva like seeing the title and he's crying and screaming at it? And
what the heck?
It's weird, man. It is
Calm
really
down,
weird.
Dude. Please.
That's super weird.
I'm telling you, Brazilians, dude, they're weird. They're the weirdest of the bunch, dude.
All right, Rose. Who the hell's Natalia, dude?
I've been out of the women's
divisions for a while.
My queen
Rose. I heard Joe Rogan talking about Silva a little bit. He was saying she's got a pretty good stand-up game, but I don't know. I don't to that one. I mean, I just want to see a good fight out of Rose. You know.
Yeah.
Damn, Rose looks aged, dude.
Yeah.
Good night.
She's been in the game too for a minute too.
That's crazy. Look, I feel like I've only seen like 4 of her fights, but she's been in the game for I don't know how long.
She's been in the game for a minute.
I know she took a good break after that one knockout.
I think about that Wei Li fight so much when she was, standing in her corner beforehand saying, I'm the man. Then she knocks her out and is crying and everything. I looked over at Micah and Micah's just sobbing because she's so happy for her.
God.
Yeah.
So cool.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Rose is definitely one of the goated of the women for sure. Like just what she did. When people really never really had that being big.
How many times did she defend her belt, dude?
Every single time she had it.
How long did she have for?
I mean, not super long, but I wouldn't say she was ducking people. Are you thinking she was ducking people?
Not ducking, but I feel like I remember her having it for a bit, but I don't remember seeing too many fights. Like I said, I feel like I've only seen like 4 of her fights in the last like 6-7 years.
She has 2 successful title defenses.
Yeah.
2?
I know she lost it at one. She lost to Andrade, like really bad.
She beat Joanna and Wei Li.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's so weird seeing her with long hair. Can you still see me, Cody? Or am I completely out?
No, I see you.
Dude, the photo that comes up when...
Man, she was so much smaller back then, too. Even her stance is like... Not,
yeah, that's when
she doesn't have broad shoulders
when she was getting
anymore.
abused.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is that by the coach you're talking about?
Pat Barry?
Yeah, people always talk about him like as a groomer. I don't know if that's what you meant by abused or not.
No, before that, like when she got into the Ultimate Fighter, her boyfriend was an actual fighter too.
Oh gosh.
And then she hooked up with Pat Barry like for the rest of her career, and then I think definitely Pat Barry and her had like a bad relationship. It wasn't like he was abusing her. It was just a bad relationship.
Hey,
I always gotta go Derek Lewis.
Yeah, this other guy, I mean, I hope he can come out, but he's talking big, you know.
Does he have a ground game or something? Why is he the favorite?
I think he's just younger, but he's talking a lot.
If he strikes with Lewis, I don't bet against Derek Lewis.
No. When it comes to striking, no.
If Derek Lewis' balls get hot early in the round, good night to Costa, dude.
Would you say
Derek, I want to get out of there.
Would you say Derek Lewis is the GOAT of having hilarious post-fight interviews?
Yes. He's up there with like Chael Sonnen.
Like, Chael Sonnen. I mean, Connor in his prime had some funny
Chael and Connor.
Well, it's different though because they're like trash talking where Derek's saying like, I'm going home and I'm ground and pounding my wife, and he's just being funny. He's not.
The wife is in the corner, like standing right there.
They ask him like, "Do you want a title shot?" He's like, "No way, I don't want to do 5 rounds."
Wait, I'm trying to remember that clip. Was it after a fight or just at a normal interview where he asked about Ronda?
He said it was after a fight.
There's also the one where with DC though, where DC's interviewing him, and he says something about Ronda, and he goes, "Did she ask about me?" or something like that. He's like, "No."
I'm gonna say,
I hope Sean.
You know, I think Sean really needs this one.
Yeah. I hope he makes this comeback here. I love watching O'Malley.
I just like if he sticks to the game. I know Ivan with his.
I'll be so mad.
Yeah, Ivan doesn't like Brazilians, and is it just Chinese?
Brazilians, Chinese, the Russians are getting there.
I can't stand the Dagestanis.
Yeah, the Dagestanis are getting
putting on for their they're trying to they do good things in their own town, so respect to that. But I'm getting sick of them too.
And then Gagey, I don't know, man.
I'm going Gaethje for sure all day, every day. But like I told you earlier, this card seems cursed.
Is Gaethje
who
you want to win, or who you also think is going to win?
Both. Okay. I want, and I think he'll win it.
Yeah,
that's one of Ivan's favorite fighters, Gaethje and Poirier.
I mean, how can you not? Yeah, how can you not like Gaethje? He always puts on a show.
Yeah, he's been my number one for the past like 2-3 years.
Yeah, he really is fun to watch. Man, that one's tough for me because I like both of them from a personality standpoint. You know, Patty's just, you know, he's really funny, entertaining to watch. And that clinic he put on Chandler,
I
mean, it made Chandler look pretty bad.
Yeah, but Chandler's looked bad before too.
Like, that's true, but I mean, Chandler's always been at least somewhat competitive, even when he looks bad.
It's a good win.
Yeah. The way Patty dismantled him, though, striking and on the ground, I wouldn't have thought that Patty would have the strength to outpower Chandler on the ground, and he pretty handily held him down. And
he kind of handled him like a tin can.
Yeah,
it was just kind of like, get me another fight.
Yeah,
you know.
How far do you see this fight going?
It's not going the distance for sure.
I don't think it's going the distance.
I don't think it goes out of 3.
I was gonna say I think the 3rd round is where.
Do you think knockout or TKO?
We'll hit something.
I'm saying round 2.
For who, Cody?
I want Gagey.
Yeah.
But I think Patty might win by submission. Yeah, rear naked.
I think that's where he's more dangerous for sure. But Gaethje also has ground game. He just doesn't use it because he's knocking people's heads off.
Well, Gaethje's ground game offensively is really good, but his defense is a little suspect. But he's always been very good offensively, but he just never uses it
because he's knocking people's heads off.
I feel like
Patty's a sorcerer, dude. So
I feel like Gaethje's experience. Dude, that Cody Garbrandt video is gnarly.
That's so funny, dude.
I'm a scouser.
Don't get knocked out.
Don't get knocked out. He's a sorcerer or something.
He's a sorcerer, so you know. I love it.
I feel like Gaethje's experience, he's learned to go to like pace himself in these fights. Whereas I feel like Pimblett, this being his first probably big fight, that Chandler fight was big, but I feel like this is obviously the biggest fight of his career.
This is his first real challenge.
He might come out a little with too much adrenaline right off the bat, and it might tire him out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like he's fought these opponents that have a lot of credit. You know, he fought Tony Ferguson, a lot of credit, but at the tail end of his career. Chandler, a lot of credit there for beating Chandler, but Chandler hasn't fought in so long, and he's just getting older,
and he's just reckless. The guy doesn't actually.
I don't know if Patty's ever fought someone that hits like this. He's a, but Patty is the younger fighter.
Habib said that Gaethje is the hardest hitter that's ever hit him.
Yeah, I feel that Patty. If Patty can get to these later rounds, he's going to have a chance.
Which I don't think he's going to get tired, though. I think his cardio is going to be pretty solid. Have you seen that video of him wrestling the Marines? He wrestles and submits 10 Marines back to back to back to back to back to back to back. He taps one and the other one jumps straight in. He does 10 of them.
Yeah,
which they may not be BJJ trained. I'm assuming they have some if they're getting on the mat with him, but
yeah,
from a cardio standpoint, I think he's going to be sound.
When you're at a training event, training and doing that is like when you're walking out, your heart's pumping.
That's true.
You know, this fight is going to define your career.
Yeah,
like that's. I mean, I don't know. I like Pimblett. I just hope he doesn't get this win over Gaethje.
Yeah, I want Gaethje to win.
To lose.
I mainly want Gaethje to win so his career continues. Yeah, because he has said if he loses, he's hanging it up because he doesn't see a path to the belt after this.
Which I love that. I really do like
go
that
out
because
in your prime for sure.
Yeah, man. Don't keep going out there and giving us what Tony Ferguson kind of gave us. It's like, hey man,
unnecessary losses.
Hey, title run starts now for Ferguson though. He's made some boxing wins. He's coming back. I'm telling you.
All right.
Title run starts now.
Title run starts now. Yeah, I think the biggest part of that fight is can Gaethje stop the takedown and get to Patty quick. Kind of get him into a dogfight, not a technical, because if Patty does his technical, takes him down, ground and pound and kind of works his submissions, he's going to win that fight.
Yeah.
But if Gaethje gets into a brawl with him, I didn't think Max Holloway was going to do what he did, but that's a puncher's chance.
Max, part of the reason Max beat Gaethje so well though, is because in that first round, he landed that spinning kick straight on his nose and shattered his nose, and then for the rest of the 5 rounds or remaining 4 rounds, he can't breathe properly. It hurts every time he gets jabbed in the face. Not saying that it was a fluke that he won.
Max's speed for sure helped.
Yeah, it wasn't a fluke that he won, but that kick that he landed in the first round was a big deciding factor, I think, for the rest of the fight, kind of taking a lot out of Gaethje's tank, just not being able to breathe properly.
I just need to see Max, man. Max is
I know.
Top 5, like in my opinion, like one of my favorite fighters. To be a guy that that you're beating Gaethje in your head, maybe 4-1, maybe even all 5 rounds.
Yeah.
But it was still a close fight, but like certain parts of the fight. But to go, let's go right now, draw the line. Oh, that's just it's so gangster. I love it.
It's hilarious how so many people have tried to recreate that moment and then they back up as soon as they do it. They go like this and then they they shuffle out to the outside.
Well, even too, like Poirier, after he got done their last fight, Poirier was like, dude, when he told me to do the line thing in the sand, I was like, all right, here we go. I'm like, dang, man. Like, he's like, I'm already tired. I'm done, man. You know, I think it just shows you that Max, it's that fighting spirit.
He's a gangster.
And I would say that's what I like about Patty. I feel like Patty has that fighting spirit. He's not going to give up. He's going to go out there and give it his all.
Yeah.
And
he's a scouser.
I'm a scouser.
Yeah, I'm a scouser. But we'll see. I'm excited. There's not too many fights on the card where you're going to be like, wow, this fight is going to be amazing. But sometimes those are the best
cards almost every time. Almost every card I've ever skipped ends up being like the card of the year. And I skip it because there's not a ton of superstars on it.
And the main event for this one should be a great fight.
Yeah.
Should deliver. Yeah.
Should deliver, but it just depends how Patty kind of wants to take this fight. If Patty goes out there and brawls, oh my gosh, we're gonna be in for a crazy fight.
Probably a quick fight if he goes out and brawls.
You see how he told AJ he fixed his posture?
Yeah,
the second.
so it's really funny.
Wait, I got lit up on. He said I got lit up on the internet for my posture.
When they did the face off, and then Gaethje said you look like a question mark.
He was doing some crazy thing.
All right, cool, dude. This was a good pod, guys. A good time. I always want to, for now on, I want to try to leave with something positive. So what's something that you guys can say that's something positive maybe in your life, or I don't know, it relates to anything, you know, so.
Yeah, I wanted to, I meant to bring this up earlier too. We're potty training Mercy right now. She'll be 2 next month. So she's, I'm really proud of that she did it before 2. Cause I mean, it just seems crazy to me. But something that's been really funny, she has this little toilet that she sits on to poop on. And, that's not the funny part, Cody.
No, I know what part's funny for me, dude.
When she pooped in it for the first time, she stood up and turned around and looked at her poop and said, "It's a snowman." She said, "It's a snowman. It has a hat." And we picked it up and go and dump it into the toilet. And she looks into it and waves and says, "Bye bye snowman, bye bye hat." And then she flushes the poop. But like it's happened like 3 or 4 times now where she poops and she'll look at it and say it looks like a snowman for whatever reason. It just looks like a poop. There's no snowman features.
The last one you sent me, Cole, was where you were like, in the video, you're like, "Good job," and then all of a sudden you saw the turd, and you're like, "Oh gosh, it's huge!"
It was like the size of one of my poops.
And then Micah's like, "Yeah, I was kind of getting worried there for a second, you know, like undertone." Yeah,
it was so real quick too, Cody. That video Cole posted of him doing the splits, trying to pick that thing up with his mouth. Oh man, I was cracking up.
Wait, what?
Did you see it?
Oh
for
yeah,
Christmas games?
During Christmas.
He was about to get injured.
Yeah, I got second in that event. Mallory could do it and like touch her head to the floor, so she won by default. But I made it further than I thought I would with that game.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you got anything?
Yeah, I mean Tessa, Milo, Wyatt, you know, just really grateful, appreciative of them. Milo's been having a rough couple nights. I think his teeth are messing with him.
How many teeth does he have now?
I mean, he's probably got like 9. 10.
Oh yeah, okay. How old is he now? He's over a year, right?
He's about a year and a half.
Yeah. Well, you got 5 months to potty train him, or he's behind Mercy.
Well, she's a girl, so she's already ahead.
She's smarter already.
She's smarter already.
Is he talking at all yet?
gibberish. I mean, Cody saw he'll chatter your ear off, but it's and he does like his hand thing where he like
they say hilarious. Like mama and dada yet?
Yeah, he'll say mama, dada. He said night night.
Cool.
Things like that. But yeah, Tessa's just been having a little rough because at night during the weekday, obviously she has to get up and.
How crazy did it feel when he said dada for the first time?
Oh man, I mean, he says mama a lot more, so I'm a little butthurt about it.
I know, but Mercy does too.
But when he does say dada, it does feel really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I could say, everybody just, I know these are crazy times and everything is very divisive, and man, just realize the people around you, man. Like, enjoy the people around you. Try not to think about such the big like things that are going on in the world. Like, you can only control what's in front of you, and just the people around you. So just be positive and be happy. So thank you guys for coming on. I always have a great time. We always have a good laugh. I had some good laughs for sure.
Yeah, it was cool to see Cole's face finally. Like we haven't seen him. Or I haven't at least seen him.
We got to get on the games together. Get on some Discord calls.
Touchy subject for Cody.
Cody, get a PC.
I tried to get you. No, it doesn't matter. PC.
It does matter because there's like 10 games that I want to play for a week at a time.
Which one?
Have you heard of Peak? That's one that's come to mind.
That looks fun.
That game looks super fun. I don't know if is it on
Power World?
We can play Power World.
Peak?
I want to play Power World so bad.
Cody, stop it, dude.
Cole,
Peak isn't cross-platform. I need you to get a PC so we can play some of these friend swap games, Cody.
I heard Protocol's fun too.
Is that the one where you're like gathering stuff and there's like demons hunting you or whatever?
No, it's
there's a ton of those I want to play.
It's kind of like Among Us, but you're walking around doing tasks.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's like guns and stuff.
Didn't Tyler try to get us on Peak, Cody? Or Tyler mentioned Peak?
He might have. Yeah. Peak's kind of cool. You can climb.
What's the other one Tyler was trying to get us to play? Like another
Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders.
I want to play Arc Raiders for sure. That one looks like a lot of fun.
Wyatt said that game is phenomenal.
But I heard it gets a little repetitive.
That's my issue with those games is I get bored after like max 30 hours. Every Call of Duty game I've ever had, I get 30 hours. And I'm like, okay, I've played as much as I can.
We've played Battlefield for a while now. I feel like we haven't really got tired of Battlefield. We've taken a little bit of a hiatus, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
I've been on Minecraft just grinding, Cole. Grinding. I have 2 spawners.
Ivan, what's that face you're giving? You don't respect Minecraft?
No, it's just cracking me up because last year Cody had already had like a bachelor pad set up and like he had that thing looking crazy. So if he's been grinding again, I can't even imagine what his little world.
Well, I found two spawners, so my levels are just everything's enchanted.
Cody, when you showed me and Tessa your room in Minecraft, dungeon looking thing, dude, I can only imagine what you're trying to do in that room.
Oh, with the
good night.
I had the villagers in little nooks. And they were like, this is slavery. And I was like, no, they need to.
They're my traders.
They trade me my books. And then there's a city that's really close or like a village. And I just trade the zombie skins.
Yeah.
And that's just, and now since I got that spawner, it's over, dude.
You raided Tessa's world and like stole all her things, dude.
Yeah, she didn't. I took a lot of her stuff. I needed to.
So much stuff.
Ivan, do you play it?
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Tessa were playing with Cody for a while.
Okay. Every year I get like a 2-month window where I get re-obsessed with the game and play it for a month or two. And then it usually fades away like out of nowhere. It just goes away. This time it happened because I had 2 devastating deaths back to back.
That's every video game for you, dude.
Shut up, Ivan. No, but the difference is Minecraft has me come back to it every year.
Yeah, he does.
I come back to it like every year, every other year.
I wanted to play with Cole, but we didn't really play with each other. I'm just watching him build things, and I'm like, all right, well, this is cool. He'd go into my world and be like, this is cool. All right, I'm going back to mine. I'm like, dang it. And then Johnny would jump into my world and be like, you want me to build something? I'm like, I want Cole to help me build stuff too.
Cole's that friend that never wants to go to your house. He just wants you to go to his.
I mean, that's how my house always was growing up.
Yeah.
I had the pool, so my friends would come over.
It translated to the video games.
All right, yeah. Thank you, everybody. One thing I do have to say real quick is, like, if you don't watch YouTube and you don't watch the episodes, still subscribe. It helps grow the podcast. When I put clips up, just repost those clips. Even if you're not even in the clip, just repost it. It helps spread it out.
You gotta do what they do on YouTube. Hit that,
dude. Pound that button, dude, as hard as you can. Smash that like button. But yeah, it goes a long way. And even if you don't even watch the videos, as long as you're subscribed, it helps. We're on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. So thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on, and peace out, everybody.
Thanks.
Good seeing you, Cole.
Good seeing you, Ivan.